Hello, everyone. This is Paula Rodriguez here with my amazing friend and colleague, Tobey Terry. And I am so excited. I was so looking forward to this conversation because we have been exchanging a different ideas on business. We have shared spaces around leadership and trainings and collaborations. And it's always great to link arms with women that are so powerful and up to amazing things in the world, like Tobey. So Tobey is here with us. Welcome, welcome. It's amazing to have you here. Please tell all the ladies who you are, what you're up to in the world, and all that good stuff.
I love it. I love that introduction. Thank you. I love hanging out with you as well and doing all the fun things, all things beauty, self-care, love, all of it. So yeah, I help women entrepreneurs get on camera with a signature presence, an image, a visibility style, visibility strategy that lights them up. I've been in the beauty industry for I'm going on 28 years this year. Started off as a licensed cosmetologist, still am. And I just love working with beauty from the inside out and the outside in. I feel like it's connected on a soul level, a spiritual level, because when you look good, you feel good. And when you feel good, you look good. So it's really important having that inner and outer beauty fusion, that infusion, and taking care of ourselves, loving ourselves in every way that feels good. So whether it's with business, so I like beautifying your business and inside and out. So super fun.
Yeah, and no wonder we click so well, because some of the things that I talk about a lot is that inner beauty and the outer beauty. So you cannot have just one or the other. You can try hard to look great in the outside, but really if your essence or your inner beauty is out of it's not being taken care of, then it really doesn't, it's out of alignment. So I love that we speak the same language, and I love that you are committed to supporting women and beautifying their businesses. So when we talk about business, we are our business. Like whatever is going on with us is the direct reflection of what's going on in our business. And so tell us tell us more about how it is that we show up, not only as the have to, or the, let me just put a pretty face here and pretend like it's all okay, because people pick up on the energy, right? So tell us a little bit about how you work with that, with not only the outer beauty, but also the inner beauty, and how that is reflected on your business.
Yeah, I mean, you really kind of have to tap into that inner beauty almost every time you get on camera or you're visible in some way in your business. And so today, I was on camera at 9 a.m. Early for me. That is early. I haven't even had my coffee, walked my dog, or any of it. And I could feel it. I could feel like I didn't kind of want to and feel a little sluggish. And I'm just like, okay. It's really just shifting that energy, recognizing it and just shifting it and making a choice. And whether that's like starting to say your affirmations, or like going and making that coffee and really being intentional with it and drinking it, like picking out, like I still have it right here, picking out a beautiful mug or just something that, and I was very intentional when I picked out my mug from what I could select, and that was clean. And just shifting that energy. I didn't have time to get outside, but I would always say, like, get outside, just move, dance. But all I had to do, because I've been doing this for a while now and practicing, all I had to do was like be aware of it. Like I was aware of it, and then just make that choice to shift. But using those tools or those tips, those tricks, or whatever it is that makes you feel good, and really, really just like deciding and doing that little extra bit of work. It's a little bit of effort. It's an action that we take. It's a choice that we get to do, right? We get to do this. We get to be visible in our business. We get to serve clients, and we also get to feel good doing it. And it does start with the inside now, and then it does come to the outside. Now, if I still was feeling kind of sluggish and not really wanting to, And then I let that determine the choice of what I was going to wear. And I put on a sweater. I wanted to be cozy and I was still like not as bright. So I put on a bright sweater and oh my God, or not sweater, I'm sorry, bright scarf. And I'm like, oh my God, I feel so much better. Like I now have color and I feel alive and I've got sparkles, you know? So it's both. It's the inner and it's the outer choices that we make as well to really make it come alive.
I love that. I love that because, you know, you can't, it has to be again, hand in hand. You cannot just do like trying too hard and still feeling sluggish or feeling like, ah, I don't want to do this. And I love the language that you bring into it of the, you get to, it's beautiful. It's an opportunity that you have to show up for the interview, for the business meeting, for the potential client, for whatever it is, wherever you are being visible. It's the, what I'm hearing is really from a place of gratitude, from a place
Yeah.
of I get to do this and this is amazing, rather
Yes.
than I have to
Mhm.
and let me just hide. So for those people who have a business, or maybe they don't have a business yet, and one of the things that is, I would say, harder for some people is the visibility part of it, like going live. Oh my God, no, that is a no. How can I go live? They can just shake. And I can speak for myself. Like when I was starting my business, it was really a stretch for me to just go live and start talking. And especially for those who are not like fashion savvy or anything like that, or they don't know how to do their makeup. So that can be very daunting. What would you say to a person that is kind of like taking those baby steps to go live with makeup, without makeup, and what if my hair, and what if this, and what if that? Like, what would you tell them so that you can release the pressure that it causes to for women?
Well, the first thing that I say is that you don't have to start with Facebook Lives. Like really start, like get into visibility in a way that feels really good. And it's a fast process. It's not like you have to like do interviews or just do recorded videos for 6 months and then you're ready to go live. But like in the first few weeks, you know, start with a process like this, like what we're doing. You know, we're on a recorded interview. We could stop at any time if we wanted to, but we're feeling the groove of each other and the connection. So probably that's not going to happen, you know? And so it's like, it's an easier, it's like an easier, such, I can't think, I can't talk. It's an easier situation than like the daunting task of pressing the live. And I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. And it's okay if you stumble, like I just did. It's okay. It's not a problem. But if that's the thing that scares you the most, then don't start with it. Start with something that will give you a little boost of confidence, and
Mhm.
like a recorded video or like this, like an interview where you're with someone like you kind of know, like we kind of know what we were going to talk about. I mean, we're seasoned at this, so we're riffing as well. But there's strategies and there's ways that you can approach the way that you are visible in a way that has you prepared, really prepared, and not stuck in a comfort zone, but in a confident zone. Start in kind of in an area where like you feel confident about it, and then next week I'm going to do my first Facebook Live, and but I'm still going to show up prepared for it. I know what I'm going to talk about. I have my bullet points. I'm going to wear something that makes me feel fabulous, like my favorite color, or I am actually going to put a lip gloss on that makes me feel fabulous, you know.
Mhm.
So it's taking those steps, and then wherever you're kind of tripped up on, get support, get help. You don't have to do anything alone. You don't have to do anything alone. And if you want to do it right, and not that there's like a right way and a wrong way, but in a way that feels right, that feels good, then
Mhm.
that's where you get the support that around. Don't try to do everything at once. If you don't know what you're going to wear, then get support on what to wear and start there. If you don't want to know what you're going to say, write it out, and like what you kind of want to hit on so that you're not just showing up with nothing in front of you. So starting with what helps generate a little bit of confidence, and then be prepared, come prepared.
Yeah, I love when you said confidence zone and not
Yeah.
just comfortable, like comfort zone,
Yeah.
because then we want to grow. Like we always want to go to that next level and stretch ourselves a little more, a little more, a little more. And confidence is built over time. So I love that you said your confidence zone where
Confidence
you're
zone.
like, okay, I got this, and now I can go to the next level. Now I can go to the next level. And really, when it comes to colors, I am one of those that I pick the brightest, I pick the accessories but that's me. I know for some people it's like, no, I wouldn't go that way. And you also brought a very important element to it, and it's how you feel, because it really, you bring that to others. Like, we pick up on it. If I see a person that is not feeling their best, even if they're dressed up in the best thing, it doesn't come across very authentic. So I know this is one of the things that you talk about a lot, and is that authenticity piece to it. Like, what does that really mean? What does that really mean? Oh no, you're too much. Oh no, that doesn't fit you. Or she's really not being who she is, but how can you tell? Like, ground us a little bit more around with authenticity, that authenticity piece when it comes to visibility.
Yeah. I think it's a vibe. I mean, like, we know that they're not being authentic. I mean, we can probably pick up on some nerves. Let's say if we're watching a Facebook Live and they're maybe a little jittery or a little stuttery, that could just be nerves. Like, but we know what not being authentic is. And just because she has lipstick on or has her hair done or is wearing sequins doesn't mean she's not being authentic. Being authentic is not necessarily being the rawest, the most natural version of ourselves in the terms of the way that we wake up in the morning. Oh my God, I would never get on camera the way that I wake up in the morning.
It would be inauthentic to do that.
Like, I am not that authentic.
Yeah.
Because I wake up, I literally have a dog on my face, it's like my dog's on my body and my neck. I'm a mess. My hair is a mess. But it doesn't take me long to get camera ready because I don't have to go crazy. And I know how to streamline it. But I want to show up on point to my brand. I want to show up on point to how I feel on the inside and how I look on the outside. How I look on the outside is how I feel on the inside, because I know how to generate the confidence. I know how to generate the passion, the inspiration, the fun, I get to do this attitude, all of it. Like, I get to do this, so it's fun. And I want I want a color to reflect that, or my lip gloss to reflect that. But being authentic, it's really just coming across of what you're passionate about. Like, what is your passion? Like, what is your brand? Who are you? And really just conveying that in just a fun, natural way. And I know that being visible and getting on video or getting in front of people can skew that a little bit, because we're unsure, we're nervous. But if you really show up as your best self, and then add the practice to that, you just drop into that zone so very fast. But if you're not feeling that great and you're not doing anything about it, and you still show up, and you just kind of just power your way through it, I mean, that's gonna come through. And so we want to feel great, and then we want to dress the part, depending on what it is. Like, I mean, if you're getting on video and you're having a down and dirty, man, this is my day to day, or or whatever, of course, of course, but when you're showing up for your Zoom calls, or or you're going to an event, or you're doing an interview, show up looking and feeling great. And it's amazing, the confidence that exudes from you and from your message and what you have to talk about and what you have to say. And your authenticity, that word trips me up every time. Your authenticity will just come through. It will just come through. So, yeah.
So what I am hearing from your share is really how you're feeling, like the whole feeling and the connection you have with your brand and your mission and what you're up to in the world. And being so excited about what you're talking about your business, about your movement, about whatever it is, that you show up in such a natural way that it becomes like second nature. Like, you forget about, oh, the lipstick and this and that, and my hair is perfect. And it's like you're so excited about that it's more like the energy that you bring to it. And when you mentioned that it doesn't take you long to just go from the messy hair, just woke up moment to be camera ready, I am the same. I am like, when men sometimes complain like, oh, women take so long to get ready or whatever. I'm not that person. Like I could be ready in 10 minutes, very simple. And, I think this is something that truly helps is when you tap into loving yourself deeply, when you tap into that self-care in really pouring into you, it's reflected in your skin. It's reflected in
Yes.
the glow that you have. So I don't know about you, and you're the expert in beauty and aesthetics and all of that, but really it gives you this glow that nothing can take away. Like it's just this feeling great.
Yeah, you're vibrating at such a high level.
Yeah.
It's just coming through everything. Like everything is brighter about you. And yes, I have been in the beauty industry as a technician for 28 years. So I know there are certain things that will help with the glow and the shine of your hair. If you're swimming every day in chlorine and you're washing it with Pantene, your hair is not going to glow.
Yeah.
So there are the tools. There are the tips and tricks and the tools that will just even radiate more from you. But it does come from within. It comes from within. And then as we work on the outer, we're working on the inner, it's the inner to the outer. And then we just use a few things like the 10 minutes to get ready, just to kind of enhance a little bit more, shine a little bit more. And especially when we're talking about video visibility, there are things that we have to do on video to pop on camera a little bit more, to create that dimension, to create that connection, to create that, like that slowing the scroll on people's feed if you're doing social media videos or doing different promotional things like that. I mean, sure, of course there is, but when it comes down to it, when they come to your page, when they come and watch your video, when they come to your training or they get on a Zoom call with you, you have to be at that high vibration level to create that connection, that authentic connection and that passion. So, and and a scarf a colored scarf can create that. Oh my God. And when you go on, I'm like, oh my God, I love your pink. I love your pink flowers. Those are just the fun things that are like it's the cherry on the sundae, the fun things that we get to talk about and feel good about, and just the play. It's the play, and we all need to play, right? We all need to play on some level.
I love this. I love this. I love that you bring the whole play. Because I was just having this conversation, I think a week or two ago, that I love playing like if I was a little girl. When the little girls are like trying new things and another bracelet and another thing and this and that. I love that. I actually have this like right next to me. It looks like a jewelry shop or something, because I switch things around and I wear this, I wear the other thing. And it gives this sense of play and a sense of, maybe I'm not for red today. Maybe I'm going to wear pink. Maybe I'm going to wear this. And you get to know yourself too, to see.
And where do you feel that, Paola? Where do you feel that when you're doing that? And I had another situation last night where I was taking my rings off because I had just organized my jewelry rack, and then I put all my boxes in a drawer. It was like on top of my dresser, and everything was getting cluttered. And then I made space in a drawer, and I can drop it in my drawer. And when I dropped it in, and it was all pretty, and it was all like, this little square had all my gold rings, this square had all my silver rings, this square had these earrings, and I dropped it in its square. I could feel it in my heart. Like I could feel that it felt so good. It looked good. It felt good. Like it's connected. Like like we don't feel it on the outside when we do these things, when we play, or when our jewelry rack is so beautiful and organized. We feel it on the inside,
Totally. I thought I was the only one.
No, you're not.
I thought it was like, okay, this is not just fashion or personal styling or anything. This is really about what you're doing for yourself. I would consider it part of self-care, having all your stuff organized and being able to play. It's like, it opens up possibilities. So for me, what you just explained to me is the reflection of what my life can be. Like, oh, I can mix and match this. I've never tried this ring with this blouse, or I've never tried these earrings with, my hair up or whatever. Like it's this open to possibility, try new things, and be in this space of pleasure for yourself. So it all comes from within. It's not just so that it looks, yes, of course it looks great on camera, but it's more than that. It's
More
really
than that.
doing it about you, doing it for yourself. And then you coming with your best version, then you benefit all of those who are around you. So it's like
It's
this
so
full
true.
circle.
I call it self-care for entrepreneurs because as entrepreneurs, we're really busy. Like we
Yeah.
just are. I mean, and I know that's like not a good word to use or whatever. But the
We're
thing is that
abundant.
we're abundant.
We're very
But
abundant.
we're managing
Yeah.
and we're managing a lot of things. And a lot of entrepreneurs have multiple businesses or they have a day job and their business. And some of us are parents and have kids or dogs or whatever. We're managing a lot of different things. And when we can build our self-care into our business, into the way that we run our businesses, like as entrepreneurs, we got to be visible. We just do. We're using video on some level, whether you're just doing Zoom calls for client sessions or sales calls, discovery calls, connection calls, or you're getting on virtual networking. I mean, on some level, you are on camera, right? Or showing up in some sort of way. And when you build this into the way that you get ready for an event or you get ready for the day or, whatever it is. I mean, it is self-care. If you look at it as self-care, and it's in your schedule,
Yes.
for the business.
Yes.
I mean, it's really fulfilling. Like it really kind of, like I said, kills two birds with one stone. Like you're practicing self-care and you're doing something for your business, so
Absolutely. I call that self-care as a lifestyle and not something that like, oh, I gotta set this time, an entire day to go to the spa, an entire day to go see Toby in her salon. Or I mean, that would be great too. But like it's really about integrating everything into what you're gonna do anyway. So
right.
like you said, you're gonna have your coffee anyway. So have a beautiful mug, and you're gonna have your water. So a nice glass that reminds you. I always say that these things, it's like speaking to you saying, I care about you so much that I give you the best. I picked the best for you.
Yes.
And so things are that you're going to do. And now networking, this is something that's picking up a lot and it's very, very common. And it's just like you're showing up in person. Like you want to be in that little square to look in a way that you're attracting potential clients, potential collaborators, potential partners, and you want to look amazing. And at the same time, just as who you are, not trying too hard, because then that would go the other way. So
yeah, if I showed up how I like go to Costco, not that you can't look good going to Costco, you can. And in fact, when I actually kind of dressed up a little bit, I feel a little bit better. I have a little bit more pep in my step. I might buy a few more things than I want to, but I mean, or if I, one way that I never looked that great is like taking my kids to school in the morning, or if I am on my way to that massage, I've got my coziest clothes on and a bun in my hair, but if I showed up like that to a virtual networking event, and because I'm at home, because I'm in the comfort of my own home, and you don't know what's going on below my waist, I might have slippers on, and that's okay. But if you're not confident, and when I started off doing interviews, I still wore high heels. I dressed from head to toe for my Zoom interviews or whatever platform we were on, Be Live or whatever was going on at the time, or StreamYard. I had my high heels on, and man, I felt great. Now I don't have to because I'm really comfortable with doing this, so it's starting with something that gives you that confidence and that helps you feel even better. And so we would never think about going to a party I always say wedding, or use wedding as an example, because that's in a kind of an extreme version of a party, right? Like, you're gonna look good when you go to like a nice wedding, right? And so it's the same thing in your business. Like, who do you want to hire? Who are you attracted to when you are hiring someone, or you're listening to them speak, or you walk up to them? Like, what is it attracting you to them? Is it their confidence? But look at everything that they're rocking. Like, I know a woman. Here's an example. Here, I'm going to tell you a story. I went to an event. I think it was at Christmas. It was an eWomen event and at an in-person chapter in Calabasas. And I met this amazing woman, and it was kind of a more dressed up event because it was a holiday, but she had this gorgeous red dress on and her hair looked great. Not one stitch of makeup, not one. And she just says, like, I don't wear makeup. I think maybe she had an allergy issue or something. She's like, I just don't wear any makeup.
Mhm.
And she still rocked it because she didn't show up with like no hair, like just like whatever, jeans and a t-shirt, or just
Mhm.
like a frumpy, like didn't really think
Yeah,
about it. Like, I mean, you could tell, like she chose the best dress in her closet. She wore
yeah.
great shoes. She had great hair. She had great jewelry on. That's right. She had all this jewelry on and she still rocked it. So it's, you the choices are there.
The choices are there.
The
Absolutely.
choices are
Like
there.
for me, I love lipstick and you know this, like I just love, love, love lipstick and I love just mixing them and everything. And sometimes I'm like, let me just wear something more like a nude or,
Yeah,
and like, yes. And if you were to ask me, I don't feel like my 10 or like 1 out of 10.
I
No,
agree.
I don't, but that's me. And some people have told me that's way too much makeup. So it again, it goes back to who you are and how you feel and everything. Like today I have something very soft. And yes, great. And like if you were to ask me, I would put this bright pink or something that would really pop.
I
So
always look for
it's
your
the whole
lipstick and I
balance.
see. I always look for your lipstick. Every time I see you, I see that lipstick. I mean, it's just, and that's why you start to create a signature look. You create a signature look, and that's branding.
That's branding. That's branding.
Mhm.
And brand, it's you. It
It's
at the
you.
end of the day, as a human, as a business owner, it's you. You are the brand. So this is so amazing. I always love speaking with you because we have like we think alike. We have common language. And so I am so grateful to have you here speaking with us. And so as we wrap up, do you want to share with them what you have to offer? Offer, what's the gift?
Yes, this is going to be awesome. Okay, so I have a membership called the Video Salon, and it's to help build your visibility and your image on videos. So, your signature presence, what we were just talking about, creating something that is signature to you. So, people know you for it. My signature is turquoise. I'm kind of like a beachy, chic kind of girl. So, my hair is always kind of down and wavy, and I wear a lot of turquoise. And it's really helping you just create certain looks and like picking out a background or just decluttering your background or creating a simple background like I have today. So it takes you through all the different steps, your setup, your signature setup, your style, your beauty, your confidence, and your visibility. And so I'm going to give you a 10-day pass. Whether you're an entrepreneur or not, there's lots of fun image consulting, beauty tricks, tips, and all that. So there's something for everyone in there. So 10-day pass. Just email me or DM, comment below, tag me, find me on social media.
Yeah, I'm gonna include all the addresses and everywhere where they can find you and just grab it. That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I want it too. It's so
Just
amazing.
DM me, Paula interview, 10-day pass, whatever.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep this simple.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna include all that
Yeah.
information right below so that you can reach out to Toby and take advantage of all of this. Is so amazing. So any last words, any words of wisdom that you want to
Just,
share with the ladies?
yeah, just show up as your authentic self and have fun with it. Don't listen to anybody's definition of it. Like, you define it for you. Do what feels the best for you. And if that has to do with outer beauty, then go for it. I just really say, just show up on point to your brand, whatever that is. Create that signature style for you, because no matter what, you're going to feel great. You're going to look great. You're going to feel great. I have been doing this for men and women, like men too, men and women, for almost 28 years. And they feel great. Yes, I beautified them on the outside. I did their hair, I did all this thing, but this shift is so internal. So we just, looking better is just a bonus result of taking care of ourselves. And there's nothing wrong with it. Don't let anybody tell you that if you're wearing makeup, you're not natural or you're not authentic. Just be you, be passionate, whatever that may look or feel like for you.
Yes. Oh, that landed for me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Toby. It's always a pleasure to have you
Me
and
too.
to speak to you. And so thank you very much for being here. And ladies, the information will be right below. Reach out to her, follow her, and really get that pass. That sounds amazing. So until
Yes.
next time, sending you
See you in the video
love.
salon.
Bye. Yeah.
Bye.